All right, welcome back, everybody, to the French Open. And today is the day where things start to get real. And it's starting to get real. We've had some epic matches already today. And we're going to continue with Anisimova taking on Sabalenka, but also Alcaraz taking on Shelton. So we're going to see what happens with that one as well. But, yeah. We just watched probably, I wouldn't call it match of the tournament, because there have been, Ken and Keys, I think, still has that. But Swiatek versus Raducanu, and also Svitolina versus Paolini, very quality matches. Like, that's the kind of stuff that we want from this fourth round onwards, right? They're the matches that we have expected when we get to this stage. So great to see. But how are we doing, chat? What's going on? Now, the biggest thing, I guess, to speak about in these matchups is Sabalenka's record against Anisimova. It's not good. Sabalenka down 2-5. She's won 2 out of 7. Anisimova's won 5 matches, including a match in Toronto last year, where it was straight sets. So they have played a few times on clay. It's actually 3-1 Anisimova on clay as well. So all signs point to Anisimova winning this, but let's see. Sabalenka has beaten Anisimova at least 2 of the last 3 times. But Anisimova does know how to beat Sabalenka, which is one of her boogie women. We talk about Vekic, we talk about Penko for Swiatek, and we talk about Anisimova as well for Sabalenka. So Vekic and Anisimova are the 2 scariest players for Sabalenka. So let's see if she can overcome that today. But Alcaraz and Shelton are coming on as well, so it's all happening. But who's going to win this one, chat? Let me know. I'm going to go Sabalenka in 3. I think we're just having 3 sets all round today. I think it's just a 3-set day all round, it feels like. All the 3-setters. I think everyone can agree that women's tennis is much better at the moment. Men need to step up. Yeah, I mean, WTA is fire. It has been fire, and it's... I mean, hopefully the matches that we've got left for the rest of the day can live up to the ATP side. All right, 40 love Sabalenka to start. 40 love. What's Anisimova's record against the world number 1 players? I'll get to that later. As Sabalenka holds 1 love. Actually, I'll get to it now before I forget. Good question, though. We've got Alcaraz versus Shelton coming on as well. Everything is happening. It's been a chaotic day. In a good way. Good chaos. Good. It's been good. So Anisimova against world number 1s has only ever played 1 number 1 in the world. That was Barty back in Australia 2022. So she lost that match. So she's only ever played the world number 1 once. So this is her second time against the world number 1 and second time at a Grand Slam against the world number 1. All right, Shelton and Alcaraz about to hit the court as well. So, yeah. As Anisimova hits it out. Sorry, Sabalenka hit it out, 15 love. I'll tell you, I feel like Anisimova Sabalenka is not going to be a slow match. It's going to be sub 2 hours. I don't think this match is going to go slow, you know? There's a bit of fault from Anisimova. Second serve. Double fault Anisimova. 15-0. Shelton and Alcaraz coming out on court. I wonder if the crowd's going to back Shelton a little bit, seeing that he's... he might be a bit of an underdog, you know? All right. 30-15. As with a forehand from Anisimova. Sabalenka backhand to the forehand of Anisimova. Sabalenka slice forehand. Goes long. 40-15. Alcaraz walking out on court as well. $40-15. There's no eye bags in the eyes of a tennis lover like Cam. I wonder if he ever sleeps. He does not. There's a lot of things I don't do. I don't sleep. I don't leave the house. I don't get anything else done. So I don't clean. I don't shower. I don't. No, it's not true. I do all those things when the tennis is over. Anyways, 1-1. The only time I leave the house is to take this one out and about. It's the only time I leave the house. Is to go around the street and then come back. All right. 1-0. Sabalenka serves. Into the forehand of Anisimova. Return goes out. 15-love. $15-love. Serve again. Into the forehand of Anisimova. Forehand from Sabalenka. Again, the forehand of Anisimova. Sabalenka backhand in the nets. 15-0. Why is Alcaraz in this chat? Because Alcaraz is about to start. Cool.
What a match. Iga has given birthday treat to us.
Yeah, a great match. Kind of wish it was a tiebreak final set. I think that would have been the best, but hey. Close enough. Close enough. Okay. As it a forehand from Sabalenka to the forehand of Anisimova. She hits it wide and it's 30-15. I was so tired last night coming home from the bar at the UFC event. And then was cancelled 15 minutes before it started. Really? UFC main event was cancelled? Like last minute. Is that serious? Wait, did you say in the UFC or you cancelled on? I'm waiting for UFC main event. It was cancelled 15 minutes before the start. Who was supposed to fight? That's wild. All right, 30-15. As Sabalenka double faults, 30-0. $30-all. Alcaraz and Shelton about to walk on the court as well. 30-all. As we return now from Anisimova, Sabalenka goes in the forehand of Anisimova. Sabalenka forehand inside out winner. Power. 40-30. $40-30. $40-30. Serving the forehand Anisimova. Return goes out. It's 2-1 Sabalenka in less than 10 minutes. Great start. Can Djokovic beat Sinner? Djokovic has to beat Zverev first. All right. Shelton and Alcaraz warming up. Get ready for this. This is going to be fun. This is going to be lots of fun, chat. We love watching Shelton and we never get bored of watching Alcaraz. This is a volcano meeting a tornado. That's what we're going to watch. It's going to be something crazy. It's going to be fun. 2-1 Sabalenka. As we just serve again. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. And Anisimova forehand goes long. Love 15. So the winner of this match will take on Zhang. We've already got Swiatek versus Svitolina locked in. The winner of this Shelton Alcaraz match will take on Paul, who beat Poprin today. We've also got the match tonight between Runa and Musetti. And then Tiafoe Altmaier is also happening after this Anisimova match. So that is the situation today. That's everything that's going on right now. All right, forehand slice goes into the forehand of Anisimova, but Anisimova in the net. Love 30. Love 30, and Shelton Alcaraz are just warming up. Love 30. Love 30. As we return. Goes wide. And it's... Oh, no, it was a fault. My bad. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. She smacks it in the net. 15-30. 15-30. Zhang could make the final. Yeah. I think if she avoids Sabalenka, I think Sabalenka's the... has she beaten? She's never beaten Sabalenka, right? It's like 5-0. 6-0, something like that. But if she can... she can... Wait, did she beat Sabalenka in... what am I thinking? Hang on. Didn't they just play? Yeah, sorry. She just beat her. My bad. She hadn't beat her until Rome. So she can beat her. But she'd rather play Anisimova. Sorry, my brain is broken. Too much sports. Too much tennis. Too much things. Yeah, she just beat her. But she still wants to play Anisimova. She'd still rather play Anisimova. All right, first there's a fold. Anisimova's down. Break point, so 15-40. 15-40. The return goes into the forehand of Anisimova. Forehand from Sabalenka. The backhand of Anisimova. Slice Sabalenka into the forehand of Anisimova. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Anisimova backhand cross. Sabalenka. Slice in the net. 30-41 saved. All right. 30-40. All right. Who's winning this one, chat? Shelton versus Alcaraz. I'm going to go Alcaraz in 4. I reckon Shelton gets a set. I don't know if it's going to be the third set when Alcaraz falls asleep or the first set in a close tiebreak or something. But I think Shelton's capable. Alcaraz gives players chances. We've seen that against Juma. We saw that against Marijan. Alcaraz does take a set off. So I feel like Shelton could steal one. Shelton rockets a forehand cross-court winner. I love watching Shelton. I love it. I love it. He can hang up the phone on everybody. I don't give a shit. Double hang up. Double hang up. Let's go. 15 love. Bring back the phone. Anisimova surviving, by the way. Deuce. Shelton's too strong. 30 love. 229 serve. He's going to hit a 250 today. He's going to hit a 250. Advantage Sabalenka. To take the break. No profanities. Sabalenka break point. Second serve Anisimova. Into the backhand Sabalenka. Return goes to forehand Anisimova. Sabalenka forehand into the forehand of Anisimova. But she hits it out. 3-1 Sabalenka with a break. 3-1. 14 minutes played. 3-1. All right, Alcaraz in the net with a forehand. It's 40-15 Shelton. Too much tennis today. I can't handle it. I'll tell you the difference. There's too much good tennis. Like yesterday, it was a lot of tennis, but not much of it was interesting. Today, it's like you don't know where to look because there's just so much good stuff going on. Drop shot. Sabalenka's a winner. 15-love. I mean, I wouldn't mind one of these, mainly the Sabalenka match, just to be a little bit less stressful, and that way we can focus on the crazy match of Shelton versus Alcaraz. 40-15, Shelton for the first game. He serves the backhand of Alcaraz. Return gets the forehand to Shelton. Alcaraz backhand. Into the forehand of Shelton on the stretch. Alcaraz. Into the backhand of Shelton. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Again to the forehand of Shelton. As Alcaraz backhand. On the stretch goes long. 1-love Shelton. I want to say this. I want to ask you, chat. Does Shelton and Alcaraz have the most swagger on court? I think you got to put Rune in the conversation too. But they've just got like a confidence about them. They strut around the court. They know how good they are. They don't say it out loud because they're too humble. But they know. They're like, I'm pretty good at this game. I can play pretty well. I'm pretty good. I can hit a pretty good tennis ball. And they're charismatic as well. Yeah, Kyrgios is up there too, for sure. Rune doesn't have swagger? Excuse me? Have you not seen Rune? Dude struts around the court and Rune's got swagger. Get stuffed. Rune's got swagger. Get out of here. 40-love. All right. Sabalenka with a fault second serve. There's a bit of serve. To the backhand of Anisimova. Return the forehand to Sabalenka. That's a winner. 4-1 Sabalenka. Nobody told her what the head-to-head was. 4-1. All right. Shelton hits a return out. And it's 15-love Alcaraz. All right. Djokovic has got the most swagger. No. Djokovic has the most Grand Slams. I think you're getting it confused. He has the most Grand Slams. That's a different thing. 15-love. There's a backhand. Oh, it was a backhand, but it went over his racket, Sheldon. I don't know what the hell happened. Djokovic has got charisma and stuff. Swagger is a different thing. Djokovic does sometimes swag it up a little bit. Like a little bit. He did it yesterday. He kind of flexed a little bit. Yeah, all right, we'll put Djokovic in there. I wouldn't say he's the most swagger out of all of them, but I think he definitely has swagger. You'd put him in that category for sure. Tiafoe, yeah, Tiafoe has it. 40-love. $40-love Alcaraz to level this match to start. Return the net from Sabalenka there, 15-love. Novak has charisma, not swagger. Yeah, there is difference. But then again, Djokovic does strut around the court sometimes. When he hits a good shot, he does puff out the chest and kind of just go, yeah, I'm good. I know I'm good at tennis. He does. All right, game Alcaraz 1-0. This one over 30-love. And Anisimova serves a fault. Second serve. And she double faults Anisimova. 30-15. Serve again. Yeah, Fonseca's got it too. Yeah, I agree. It's just those guys that like hit a shot and they kind of just like look into the crowd like and take in all the applause and they're like, yeah, you like that shot. You like that tweener, didn't you? You like that serve. Haha. Those guys who like just kind of like, it's not like Jannik Sinner doesn't have that same energy because he doesn't acknowledge the crowd and like react that way. He kind of just like, reacts with his fist pump and really, really like serious. But it's those people that look up at the crowd and like, yeah, I did that. You liked it. You liked that shot. I'll do it again. I did that shot. Monfils, Feast. Yeah, all those guys. Songa did it as well. They'd hit a shot and just kind of go, yeah, you're welcome. 15-all. As with a point out from Alcaraz to the slice of Shelton. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton with a slice on the stretch. Another forehand from Alcaraz. Shelton with the lob. Alcaraz with the smash. 15-30. 15-30. A chance for a break here for Alcaraz. 15-30. By the way, Anisimova holds. 4-2 Sabalenka. 15-30. Medvedev has it. Yeah, Medvedev does. Medvedev has some swagger at times. Good serve from Shelton. Whoo! 30-all. 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 He's going to serve again. Into the return, and Shelton puts away the easy volley. 40-30. 40-30. You know what it is? Shelton's just so cool. He's just so cool. He's just so cool. 40-30. As the return goes in from Alcaraz, the forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz backhand on the stretch. Into the forehand of Shelton. As Alcaraz backhand down the line of the backhand of Shelton. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand again. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. To the forehand of Shelton. As Alcaraz forehand to the backhand again of Shelton. Alcaraz on the stretch. As Shelton drop shot. Alcaraz gets it with a slice. Shelton volleys it away though. Oh, okay. Shelton came to play. 2-1. He's got the drop shots, the volleys. He tricked Alcaraz there. 2-1. 30-15, by the way. You know what else I like about Shelton? I love that he doesn't give a shit about being who everyone thinks he should be. He does his celebrations. He plays his game. And people are like, you're not allowed, you can't do that, it's not allowed, this is tennis, this is not other sports. And he's like, shut up, but whatever. He just does whatever he wants, he don't care. I'm going to hang up the phone, I don't care what you say. I'm going to celebrate, I'm going to do my celebrations, and I'm going to scream and shout, I don't care. And he's not going to change. I love that. Love that. No matter how much people criticize him for whatever the hell they want to criticize him for, he doesn't care. He does not care. He isn't listening. All right, 40-30. Sabalenka. He's so authentic. Exactly. Shelton's the most American player on tour. I feel like most of the Americans are American. 40-30, backhand goes in to the forehand of Anisimova, hits it out. And 5-2 Sabalenka, what a start for the world number one. The sponsors won't like it. Dude is marketable as hell. Are you kidding me? You don't think Roger picked him for a reason? Come on. Federer accidentally, he's like, oh, we should pick that random guy. Federer only picks winners. Come on. You serious? Swiatek, Fonseca, Shelton, Caboli. I mean, come on. Federer Ondas doesn't sponsor anybody. They pick who they know who they're picking. They know what they're doing. Federer's smart. As it a forehand now to the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Shelton. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. The Shelton with the backhand is a drop shot. Alcaraz going to get there though. And Shelton's going to hit a backhand lob. Then Alcaraz with the backhand volley. Shelton with the forehand goes wide. Nice pirouette from Alcaraz. 30 love. I'll tell you what though. I know I'm gassing up Shelton. But we're going to see some really fun rallies with Alcaraz and Shelton. These guys love to put on a show. They're going to hit some fancy shots. It's going to be. We're going to see some rallies of the tournament today. These guys are going to put on a show. 30 love. Some highlight reel shots today. Get the camera out. 30 love. As we had a let from Alcaraz. Anisimova serving to stay in the set, by the way. And she hits a lovely winner. I'll tell you what, Anisimova, she is not far away from being a Sabalenka type. The way she hits the ball, she plays so, like, she is like Sabalenka. And if Sabalenka's number one, then could Anisimova not win a slam? I mean, right? As that goes in the net by Shelton, 40 love. As we look forward now from Anisimova into the forward of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. 30 love. Caboli. Why are you laughing at Caboli? Caboli, you serious? Caboli's been on fire. Except for when he played Zverev yesterday, but Caboli's been great lately. He also cut his hair into a mullet. That takes a certain type of character to do that. He purposely did that when he played in Australia. Caboli's like, you know what? That takes a whole level of, I don't care, getting a mullet. That's a whole nother level. Caboli, we love that. All right, first there's a fault by Anisimova, second serve. Serving to the backhand of Sabalenka. Anisimova, down the line winner. That was clean. That was clean. That was super clean. All right. 5-3. Alcaraz, by the way, he holds. And it's 2-0. All right. Sabalenka serving for the first set. And Anisimova rockets a return winner. Okay. Love 15. Keys took years to win her first slam. I don't know. I feel like if Anisimova stays healthy, she could win a slam. In fact, what's Anisimova's... well, right now it's probably a bad idea, but what's Anisimova's... how much is she to win Wimbledon? How much is it? I might put $5 on her to win Wimbledon. Why not? The random slam. And Anisimova's paying a lot of money for that. You know what? We'll just wait for the grass to start. All right, well, let's not get crazy. 15-0. Let's just wait and see. We'll just wait. Let's just wait to see what happens over the next couple. Because I think that, Keys could win Wimbledon. Anyway, Sabalenka gets it out. 15-30. How much is Anisimova to win this tournament? Let me check. Remember when I said Krejcikova would win Wimbledon? What happened? Anisimova could win the French. It's one of those tournaments, you know what I mean? Chat, clip this. And if I'm 2 for 2, you can all get stuffed. Anisimova is way out of the list. All right, we'll see what happens here. 15-30. Anisimova in the net, 30-all. Shelton gets the 30-all as well. $30-all. You random slam is usually won by a Czech woman. Why you gotta ruin my thought pattern with facts and logic? Backhand goes in the forehand of Anisimova. Off the tape goes the forehand of Sabalenka. Drop shot's good, but Anisimova gets it. Oh, Sabalenka volleys in the net. And it's advantage. Or 30-40 to Anisimova. All right, 30-40 to get the break back. Shelton holds, by the way. 3-2. And Sabalenka with a great serve. And it's deuce. Remember, Anisimova almost won the French back in 2019. Got to the semis, was beating Barty. Barty came back to win, and the rest is history. But Anisimova was super dangerous in that tournament. All right, first serve's a fault by Sabalenka, second serve. There's a bit of serve now to the forehand of Anisimova. Back into Sabalenka, the forehand of Anisimova. Sabalenka forehand of the stretch. Anisimova down the middle with a backhand from Sabalenka. Anisimova hits it in the net. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. To take the first set. Please stop spamming. As Anisimova says, Sabalenka says a fault. Second serve. Second serve as Alcaraz hits a ridiculous passing shot. Great return from Anisimova, and it's back to deuce. All right, 15-love. Alcaraz. It wasn't a great approach by Shelton, but Alcaraz was a beautiful winner. And a great serve by Alcaraz as well. 30-love. There's a bit of fault from Sabalenka. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Anisimova. What a return! Advantage Anisimova. Chat, we haven't watched a bad match all day. The tennis gods are with us today. They're real. The tennis gods are real. One day, chat, I might take you there to go meet them in person. 40-love. They're real. I've seen them. Like Santa. Serve. Into the backhand slice of Anisimova. Return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Anisimova passing shot. Sabalenka can't get it. Anisimova breaks back. 5-4. 5-4. We're back on serve. 33 minutes, by the way. This is a very fast match, and I love it. I love it. By the way, I love it. I appreciate it. Okay, 40-15, Alcaraz to level. To level the first. Shelton returns into the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand Shelton down the line is a winner. Now, chat, I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but can we see these guys play at Wimbledon, please? Like, if this is what we're getting, if this becomes some sort of an epic, imagine it on grass when Shelton has the serve. We did see Shelton play Sinner last year, right? And that was like an interesting match. And like Sinner was too good early, but then Shelton got it together in the third. And it almost went 4. But what about on a grass court? Backhand winner Shelton, deuce. All right, deuce. Beautiful passing shot winner. Shelton's hitting some winners, yeah. Yeah, Stacey, it is a great day for tennis. It's been an awesome day of tennis so far. All right, deuce. Alcaraz serves. Into the backhand is a fault. Second serve, Alcaraz. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. Return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton forehand on the stretch. Goes down the middle to the forehand of Alcaraz. Now Shelton runs around into forehand inside out. Alcaraz gets it. Into the backhand of Shelton. Alcaraz drop shot. Shelton's going to get there. No, he's not. Too good. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. To take the game level. Advantage Alcaraz. As Anisimova tries to level in the first here. She was down she down set points in the last game? I can't remember. Forehand winner down the line from Anisimova. Sabalenka's like, umpire. It went in. Don't worry about it. All right, 30-15. Anisimova, 30-15. How can Raducanu beat Anisimova twice this year at Australian Open and Miami Open is beyond me. Maybe it's because Raducanu's not as bad as everybody says. Deuce. Alcaraz in trouble. As Anisimova gets to 40-15. 40-15. As we serve now the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand Anisimova down the line. The backhand of Sabalenka, who hits it wide, 5-5. Now, when is it going to get into Sabalenka's brain that she's only beaten this lady 2 times in the 7 times they're meeting? And that's a bad head-to-head. It's not 7-0 or 6-0, but it's 5-2 is bad. 5-2 is bad. It's a negative head-to-head. There's a return from Shelton in the net, and Alcaraz holds 3-3. Sabalenka serving at 5-0. As Anisimova goes to the back of Sabalenka, Anisimova down the line. Sabalenka's there with a forehand. Into the forehand of Sabalenka, Anisimova forehand again. Sabalenka comes in the net with a volley, but it's in the net. Love 15. Anisimova. Love 15. Sabalenka was in control until she wasn't. Serve goes in the backhand of Anisimova. Backhand of Sabalenka to the backhand of Anisimova. Into the forehand of Sabalenka as Anisimova down the line. Sabalenka gets on the stretch, but it's in the net. Love 30. Love 30. What injury did you have before you stopped playing ATP? Shoulder injury. I can't do this with my right shoulder. You know, I couldn't. If you can't do this, you can't serve, right? So I mean, I couldn't lift my hand over my head. Yeah, it sucks. God, I was this close. So close. Final round of qualifying. It was 5-5 in the third. And just... never recovered. 15:30. 15:30, Sabalenka. Trying not to go down a break. $15:30, serve against Sabalenka. There's a double fault Sabalenka. 15:40. $15:40. Sabalenka, who is cruising, is now in danger. By the way, Alcaraz just took a tumble. Shelton's making Alcaraz fall over. And then Shelton put it away. He's like, "You right, buddy? You okay?" Alcaraz took a massive tumble. That white shirt is now orange. 30-40. Sabalenka saves one. Serves a fault, though. Second serve. Alcaraz just dusting himself off. Luckily, nothing serious. Just slid out of control. 30-40. Sabalenka serves. Into the backhand of Anisimova. That goes long, and we get the deuce. And Sabalenka screams into the ground. Deuce. As Alcaraz hits a return winner. 30-all. Woo. 30-all. 30-all. Sabalenka with an ace. She gets to advantage as Shelton with the forehand down the line at the front of Alcaraz on the stretch. Shelton backhand. Down the line. Alcaraz pass. Shelton volleys. Alcaraz going to get there. Put it away. 30-40. Alcaraz gets a break point. 30-40. 30-40. As Sabalenka slices it back and Anisimova puts it away. Jeez, these ladies are hitting big. There is some big hitting. Sabalenka and Anisimova. They get back to deuce. All right, Shelton's our break point. First serve goes in. Shelton returned with a forehand now. The front of Alcaraz in this nets. And Shelton survives. All right, we get to deuce. And it's advantage Sabalenka. Okay. Advantage Shelton, good serving. And Sabalenka holds 6-5. Oh. 6-5. Cam's in his mid-40s. He was born in the 80s. That's what they say. All right. Alcaraz is saying that it was a let. He's saying, was that not a let by Shelton? The umpire's like, I didn't hear shit. And Shelton's like, was it a let? Oh, they were going to replay the point. Shelton asked the question. He's like, hey, do you want to replay? And Alcaraz's like, no, don't worry about it. Umpire was like, I didn't hear shit. I didn't hear a let. What are you talking about? There was no let. What are you talking about? I didn't hear shit. Shelton, I think, was like, we can replay the point. He's like, I'll ace you again. I'll hit another ace if you want. That's fine. But Alcaraz is like, nah, it's fine. You won the point. You take it. 4-3. Alcaraz. Shelton leads. Yeah, good sports, for sure. Sabalenka's up 6-5. Anisimova is serving to stay in the set and to take us to a tiebreak. As Anisimova serves a fault. Second serve. I loved it. I love the interaction between these two. It's so respectful. 15 love. But it's competitive. But it's friendly. But it's not. It's serious and competitive and fun and respectful. But fun. Anyways. And Anisimova's hit 5 backhand winners, by the way. She's on fire. 15 love. Remember, Sabalenka was up like 5-2. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in from Sabalenka to the forehand of Anisimova. Forehand of Sabalenka drop shot. Anisimova gets there with a slice, but it's long. And it's 15 all. And Anisimova's saying, is that really out? The umpire's saying, yep. Yes, it is. Serve again. Return goes to forehand Anisimova, but Anisimova hits it in the net. And it's 15-30. $15-30. Serve into the backhand is a fault. Anisimova, second serve. Serve into the backhand of Sabalenka. Anisimova forehand into the forehand of Sabalenka. Anisimova again to the forehand of Sabalenka, but she overhits it. And it's 30 all. Alcaraz, by the way, lovely drop shot winner, and he gets to 4-all. As Anisimova backhand to the forehand of Sabalenka. Anisimova into the backhand of Sabalenka on the stretch. Anisimova goes wide. Set point Sabalenka 30-40. To take the first set. $30-40. As we default, second serve. 30-40. Second serve, Anisimova. Into the back of Sabalenka. Return is into the back of Anisimova. Sabalenka forehand on the stretch. Anisimova down the line of the net. There it is. Sabalenka first set, 7-5. That was tough. She made it. She was winning easily until she wasn't. First set in the bag. Anisimova let that slip. Can Bublik beat Draper? No. Of course not. Don't be silly. 30 love. Shelton to stay in front. All right. Shelton serves. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Return goes to front of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand to the backhand of Shelton. But no, Alcaraz in the net. 40 love. 40 love. In that first set, by the way, 12 winners each from Anisimova and Sabalenka. 14 errors Sabalenka, 13 errors Anisimova. The serving stats are very close. Few more aces from Sabalenka, though. As Shelton gets to 5-4. Nice volleys. 5-4 Shelton. All right. All right, 5-4 Shelton. Okay. All right. Sabalenka, love 15. Serving first in the second. As the return goes to the forehand of Sabalenka, sliced into the forehand of Anisimova. She puts it away. Love 30. Alcaraz serving to stay in the set. Serving the back of Shelton. Return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand on the stretch. In the net. 15 love. 15 love. Sabalenka too strong on that serve. 15-30. How many slams will Draper win? He will win some. I don't know how many. He will win them, though. As with a forehand return from Shelton in the forehand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz in the net, 15-all. 15-all. Sabalenka gets the 30-all. All right, 15-all. Alcaraz serves again. And Shelton returns the front of Alcaraz. Back in at Shelton. Into the net. 30-15. As she serves an ace, Sabalenka. 40-30. 40-30. And Shelton returns in the front of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand into the front of Alcaraz to the backhand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand down the line. Shelton gets on the stretch. As Alcaraz hits it wide. 30-all. Sabalenka holds 1 love. All right, 30-all. Can Shelton steal the set? Serve again. Into the forehand of Shelton. Return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. Down the line. That's a great shot. Alcaraz gets it. Shelton forehand. Goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. It's now Shelton doing some running. As Alcaraz forehand cross court. Shelton with a slice. Alcaraz comes in with a volley. Shelton with a pass. It's a lob. It's high and it's wide. 40-30. Good rally by Alcaraz. 40-30. Alcaraz to level the first. $40-30. By the way, we've got Musetti taking on Rune in about 3 hours. As Alcaraz serves again. And the return goes out by Shelton. All right, 5-5. First set. 5-all. All right, Shelton to serve. 5-5. And Sabalenka is a lovely winner, 15-all. Serve again from Anisimova. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Great return. Anisimova gets it though. Sabalenka slices it back. Anisimova backhand down the line. Sabalenka slice forehand. Anisimova drop shot. Sabalenka slice backhand. Winner. Great pickup, Sabalenka. 15-30. And Alcaraz gets to love 30. Okay, and Anisimova comes in to the net with a volley and puts it away. And it's 30-all. Also, Shelton with a lovely drop shot winner. And Alcaraz couldn't quite get it back. 15-all. As Alcaraz returns the forehand to Shelton. Alcaraz backhand slice. Shelton backhand pass in the net. Great play by Alcaraz. He knew Shelton's backhand pass was going to be an easier shot to attack. Sabalenka 30-40, by the way. 15-30. Alcaraz a chance to get the break points to break in the first. Shelton should just go for a body serve straight through Alcaraz. Just go through him. Serve. In the net. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Turn goes to forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Goes off the tape. Shelton with a drop shot winner. Good hands. 30-all. 30-40. Anisimova serving out to the backhand of Sabalenka. Anisimova forehand. In the net. There's the break. Sabalenka 2-love. Oh, jeez. Anisimova's just thrown her racket and the ball kid luckily ran out of the way, but I don't think she meant the racket to fly that far. The ball kid was running across to get the ball and the racket's just gone flying. How close was that? That was a terrible bounce of the racket. How did you... I don't think she meant it to fly into the net. That was sketchy as hell. Luckily, the ball kid started running and avoided it, but that could have been real dodgy. That was a terrible bounce of the... Terrible throwing the racket. That could have been ugly. You know, it's 40-30 Shelton. Luckily, the ball kid had already run past. Yeah, that would have... I mean, that's... Who knows what would have happened? Who knows? It doesn't matter. 2-love, Sabalenka. Shelton holds 6-5. 6-5 Shelton. I was going to serve to get to this tiebreak. And Anisimova's getting pissed off. I mean, she fought back so well in the first. Now she's lost 4 games in a row. Nice hitting from Sabalenka. 15-love. As we get a serve again from Sabalenka. There's a fault. Second serve. 230k ace, was it? Was it 230k? Damn. All right, 15-all. Why would Anisimova's flag be incorrect? She's American. 15-all. As the return goes back to Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets wide. 15-30. Chance for Anisimova to break straight back. As Shelton runs for a drop shot. But Alcaraz is all over the net, puts it away. 15-love. All right, 15-love. And 15-30, Sabalenka serves. To the backhand slice, and Anisimova over the net. 30-all. Sabalenka too strong. 30-all. Oh, great passing shot from Shelton. 15-all. And Alcaraz just kind of smiling like, yeah, he got me. That was a good shot. All right, 30-all. Was that Giron in the coach's box? $30-all. There's a serve now the front of Anisimova. Good return. Sabalenka goes down the line though. That's a better shot. 40-30. 40-30. Serve and volley, Alcaraz too good. 30-15. As we just serve from Sabalenka. Anisimova slices it back. Sabalenka forehand winner. 3-love, Sabalenka. 3-love, Sabalenka in the second. She's won 5 in a row. Nice volley by Alcaraz. 30-15. As Shelton, backhand in the net. He had a shot there. 40-15. To take us to the tiebreak. 40-15. There's a bit of serve. And the return goes in the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand now lobbed by Shelton, but Alcaraz puts away the smash. Tiebreak. Who's winning the tiebreak, chat? Who you got? Who is winning this tiebreak? I'm going to go Shelton because why not? All right. Shelton serving first. All right, serve. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Return goes wide. 1-love Shelton. And this over double false love 15. All right, 1-love Shelton. Shelton keeps grabbing his hip. I think it's either his finger or his hip. I think he's hurt his finger on his left hand. Maybe a blister. or something, but he keeps on pushing his hip. I think he might be trying to pop a blister maybe. I don't know. Seems like something's wrong with his left hand or his left hip. Return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton can't get that because it goes out by Alcaraz. 2-love. 2-love Shelton. Yeah, Shelton's done... Yeah, Shelton's hurt his left hand, which is his hand. That's the hand that he plays tennis with. Yeah, I think Shelton's got a blister here. It seems to be like he keeps on looking at this. Like, here is something's wrong with his finger. 2-love. As a return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz, he puts it away. 2-1 Shelton. 2-1 Shelton. Yeah, something on his finger. I don't know what's going on. But he keeps on like pushing it against his hip, so I don't know what's up. My guess would be a blister because they're annoying. All right, 2-1. Serving to the forehand of Alcaraz. Backing out from Shelton into the slice of Alcaraz. It's Shelton forehand. What a shot from Shelton down the line. It goes up by Alcaraz, though, somehow. Bounce smash Shelton. Alcaraz puts up another lob. Shelton smash. Alcaraz going to get that one? No, he's not. 3-1. 3-1. Alcaraz, I don't know how he got the first two. 3-1. Shelton in the tiebreak. All right. Three-1 Shelton. And this is over on the board, by the way. 3-1 Sabalenka in the second. As the return goes out, 4-1 Shelton. 4-1 Shelton. Maybe he jammed his finger? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe just like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. He did something. All right, 4-1. Shelton with the mini break, but it's only one mini break. Serve again. From Alcaraz, the forehand of Shelton. Return goes out, 4-2. They change ends. 4-2. I think he scratched his finger on the clay and it's bleeding. Well, if it was bleeding, they would have had to get a medical timeout. That's an automatic timeout. Umpire's call. The umpire calls the timeout if you're bleeding. I don't know. He seems to be okay now. 4-2 Shelton. Serve again from Alcaraz. Ace. Down the tee. All right. 4-3 Shelton. It's on his serve. 4-3. Is Shelton's dad CIA? He has got an earpiece. He must be hooked up for whatever the broadcaster is, I guess. Shelton's dad does get he does get a microphone in the box a few times. He does let them in the box, the media. Anyways, 4-4 rally. Shelton. Again, the forehand of Alcaraz who shanks it. 5-3 Shelton. 5-3 Shelton. He's listening to the stream. What's going on, Mr. Shelton? How you doing? We love Ben. He's great. Give us a wave. 5-3. Shelton serves. A fault. Second serve. Sabalenka 4-1, by the way. Shelton serves again. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Return goes into the forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz backhand. Again to the forehand of Shelton is Alcaraz. Backhand again. Into the backhand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Shelton, drop shot. Alcaraz gets with a slice. Backhand down the line. Shelton gets it with a pass. Oh, and the volley. Alcaraz is good, but Shelton fell over. Midpoint. Did Alcaraz get it? Shelton's covered in clay. Alcaraz somehow with the drop volley winner. Shelton just kind of like fell backwards. All right. 5-4. We're back on serve. Good pickup by Shelton, but Alcaraz knew where it was going. Yeah, great slice backhand Shelton, but that drop volley by Alcaraz was crazy. Chat, I need to show you with it. Okay. Right? So Shelton, he hits the ball behind him, cross court. Alcaraz hits it here. Like Alcaraz's drop volley was there, and it went sideways. Like Shelton was like, I'm going to go behind the back this way, and Alcaraz is like, no, I'm going to hit it here. Like, it was so good. That was so crazy accurate. Crazy. 5-4. You see it? Did you see it? I don't know if you can see it. So Shelton here, like Alcaraz went down the line. Shelton went this way, and Alcaraz then with the drop volley, like perfection. Like you couldn't have hit a better drop volley. It was like the perfect spot to put it. Like no one was ever getting to that shot. Anyway, it's 5-4. Shelton, he's still in the lead here as we have a return now to the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton with a forehand down the line. That's a shot. That's a great shot. 6-4 Shelton to take the first set. All right. 6-4. Shelton with a rocket down the line. And Alcaraz just barely getting a racket on it. Shelton to take the first set here. Sabalenka, by the way, she's hitting winners too. 15-all. Serve out wide the back of Shelton, but it's in the net. All right. 6-5, but it's on Shelton's serve. And Sabalenka's going for the win. 15-30. All right, 6-5 Shelton. He just needs a big bomb. Go for the body, son. At the body. In the chest. Punch a hole through him. Go to the body. Knock him over. 6-5. Shelton serves. Oh, he went for the body, but it was sort of forehand side. It would have been a great shot serve, but it was a fault. Second serve. Alcaraz stands back. Second serve. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Return goes in the front of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Shelton. Backhand cross in the net. All right. 6-all. They change ends. Man, Alcaraz stood back on the second serve too. He was ready for the kick. All right. They're just showing the replay of the shot by Shelton. That Alcaraz hit that beautiful drop volley. And again, I've showed you on the whiteboard what it was. It was crazy. All right, 6-6. 6-all. Who's updating the score in the chat? Because you will be voted off the island. Okay, 6-all. And Shelton serves. Into the forehand of Alcaraz in the net. That's what Shelton needed. 7-6 Shelton, but it's on Alcaraz to serve. Also, Anisimova holds 4-2. 4-2. Sabalenka in the second. All right, 7-6. Alcaraz serves again. All right, Alcaraz serves. Set point again for Shelton. Fault from Alcaraz. Second serve. Into the forehand of Shelton. Return goes down the line. to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. Into the forehand of Alcaraz is Shelton. Backhand down the middle. Again to the forehand of Alcaraz is Shelton. Backhand again to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. Cross court. Alcaraz gets with the forehand. Again to the slice of Shelton. As Alcaraz forehand again. Goes to the backhand of Shelton. Passing shot is good. Alcaraz with a drop volley winner though. Shelton was not allowed to hit forehands. And Alcaraz knew. He's like, every time I'm going to your backhand, you are not hitting a forehand in this rally. 7-7. I tell you though, Shelton made Alcaraz hit a drop volley winner. There was some good hitting by Shelton on the backhand, despite it being bullied, being picked on. Shoved into a locker, given a wedgie. 7-all. Alcaraz serves. Into the backhand of Shelton. Return goes in the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton with a forehand now. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton. Forehand again. Goes down the line. Alcaraz on the stretch. Gets it. Into the backhand of Shelton. Down the line to the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton. Forehand down the middle in the net. Advantage to Alcaraz now. 8-7. But it's on Shelton's serve. He saved 3 set points, Alcaraz. Fonseca's overhyped. Nobody's talking about Fonseca. What are you talking about? You bring Fonseca into this. Sabalenka 5-2, by the way. She's cruising. All right, Shelton. He's had 3 set points. He's now got to save a set point. 8-7. Shelton serves. Into the forehand is a fault. Ooh, that was a monster. But it was a fault. Umpire's going to check. Alcaraz is going to say it's a fault. Second serve. Second serve into the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Shelton. Into the backhand of Alcaraz on the stretch with a slice. Shelton. Forehand. Comes to the net. Alcaraz pass. Shelton volley is picked up by Alcaraz. Shelton with a smash winner. Oh, he's so quick, Alcaraz. He is so quick. 8-all. When that lob went up, I think Shelton, a little bit of pee came out. All right. How did Alcaraz even get to that shot? I mean, Shelton hit a great volley. 8-all. 8-all. Shelton's still got to serve. Sabalenka, by the way, 1 game away from the quarterfinals. All right, fault from Shelton. Second serve. Second serve, Shelton. To the backhand of Alcaraz. Return is into the forehand of Shelton, who shanks it wide. Oh, man. There's a bit of a loopy return by Alcaraz as Shelton just frames it out. 9-8 Alcaraz. He's got a set point on his serve to take the first set. 9-8. Alcaraz serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Shelton. Return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Again, the backhand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand. Into that Shelton backhand. As Alcaraz forehand again. To the backhand of Shelton. Down the line now to the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton forehand. Into the Alcaraz backhand. He goes down the line. Shelton with a slice. Alcaraz. Forehand down the line. That's a great shot. Shelton in the net. 10-8. Alcaraz takes the first set. Shelton just couldn't get it served when he needed it. 10-8 Alcaraz. What a tiebreak. By the way, Anisimova 15-30. She's in trouble. Sabalenka about to finish this match. 15-30. Serve from Anisimova to the back of Sabalenka. Great return. Anisimova gets it with a slice, but it's out. Match point Sabalenka. 15-40. 15-40. 15-40. Match points. Serve to the back of the Sabalenka return is out. One saved. 30-40. 30-40. Sabalenka match point number 2. 30-40. As we're back in return. And then Anisimova with a lovely winner. And it's deuce. By the way, that first set, only one break point in the entire set. And it was for Alcaraz and he couldn't get it. All right. Sabalenka with a return winner. And she gets to advantage to take the dub and play Zhang in the quarterfinals in a couple of days. Advantage Sabalenka. Anisimova serves. Into the back of Sabalenka. Return the forehand of Anisimova. Sabalenka on the stretch with a slice. Anisimova forehand. Sabalenka pass. Goes long. Shelton, by the way, getting his finger treated. It looks like his knuckle. It looks like he's got like something wrong. Something happened to his knuckle on his left hand. Yeah, Shelton just getting some treatment on on some sort of an issue. All right, Anisimova saves three set points. So match points. As the return goes to forehand, Sabalenka, Anisimova hits it out. Advantage Sabalenka. Sabalenka, match point number 4. Match point number 4. Anisimova serves. To the backhand, slice Sabalenka in the net. Back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. As we are serving the back of the Sabalenka return. Goes out, advantage. Anisimova. Advantage Anisimova. By the way, chat. I got to watch the Tim Burton Batman again because I got it on DVD. I bought it at a thrift store for like $1 and it's like the director's cut with director's commentary, and you should buy DVDs because it's really good to own what you watch. I saw this scene and I forgot about it at the end of Batman when he's like, when they're fighting in the clock tower and Joker's like, "You idiot." But it's so funny when Jack Nicholson's like, "You idiot." To Batman's face. Oh, I gotta watch it again. You idiot. Love 15. Shelton's about to break first game of the second. The funniest part of that movie is when he's like, "He stole my balloons." Oh, chat. Jack Nicholson, he is one of the greats. He is amazing. Anyways, advantage disappears. We get back to deuce. Tim Burton's Batman, underrated. Nolan's Batman's are great, but come on. Nicholson Joker, come on. Classic Batman scene. You idiot. Yeah, that was Keaton Batman. Keaton Batman. Nicholson is Joker. You idiots. After Batman just punched him in the face, he's like, "You idiots. You made me." As we're back here now to the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand on the stretch from Anisimova in the net. Advantage Sabalenka. Match point number 5. Advantage Sabalenka. As we're a forehand out of the backhand of Shelton. He's got a chance here to get break points for the first time today. As Alcaraz hit the forehand down the line. Shelton on the stretch. Alcaraz drop shot. Shelton's going to get there. But Alcaraz with the volley. Winner. 30-all. I don't remember that. It's at the very end of the movie when they're fighting in the clock tower. All right, Sabalenka hits it out. Back to deuce. You idiot. You made me when you threw me in that vat of acid. All right, deuce. As the return goes out by Sabalenka, advantage Anisimova. I feel like Nicholson's Joker's laugh was just iconic too. Like the way he laughed, that was iconic. All right, advantage Anisimova to make Sabalenka serve the match. Return goes in, the backhand slice of Anisimova, and that's in the net for Anisimova. Back to deuce. 40-30, by the way. Oh, wait, hang on. What happened? Alcaraz with a volley. What happened? And then Shelton hit a passing shot. Oh, it was too good by... Oh, did Alcaraz throw the racket? And Alcaraz said, no, I didn't get it. Okay. So Alcaraz threw his racket and the ball went in. I think the ball went in. But Alcaraz says, nah, that's not my point. So he gave the point to Shelton. He's got a break point for the first time today. 30-40. Shelton returns a slice. Alcaraz comes in with a forehand and puts it away. Deuce. Jack is such a great actor. Oh, yeah. Nicholson is goated. Anisimova with a lovely backhand winner, by the way. So he went to throw the racket, which... as Sabalenka with a scream and gets it back. So yeah, Shelton hit a passing shot, and then Alcaraz throws the racket at the ball, and it went in. I don't think Alcaraz is saying I threw the racket. Okay, so that's what happened. So what happened was, so I think if you're lunging for the ball and the racket kind of like falls out of your hand, it counts. But if you throw the racket, you're not allowed to do that. Not allowed to throw the racket. You're allowed to like lunge and then like the racket might leave your hand and like, you know, fall out of your hand, but you can't throw it. And Alcaraz was honest enough to say, I threw the racket. And now he's down another break point, but he saves, again. Back to deuce. I'll tell you what though, hell of a shot. Hell of a highlight if it goes in. That goes in, that's a shot of the tournament if that counted. All right, back to deuce. Advantage Sabalenka, by the way. She's about to finish this match up and make the quarters. Backhand return goes in the back of Anisimova. Sabalenka forehand. Into the front of Anisimova. Sabalenka with the stretch with a slice in the net. How many match points is that? 6? 6 match points? 6 match points saved. As Alcaraz hits a drop shot in the net. Man, Alcaraz is getting in trouble in this game. Advantage Shelton. 3rd break point of the game. And then Anisimova holds. Advantage Anisimova. Great serve. She saved 6 match points. And advantage Shelton. Serve to the front of Shelton. Return goes to forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton forehand again to the front of Alcaraz. Shelton down the line. Goes long. We're back to deuce. Throwing the racket while being an interesting idea is not encouraged. Yeah. Anisimova holds. Great hold to get to 5-3 or 3-5. But it's going to be Sabalenka serve for the match. All right. 5-3 Sabalenka. Serving for the match. She's had 6 match points. Shelton gets another break point. That's the 4th break point of the game for Ben Shelton. Advantage Shelton. Anisimova with a return winner, love 15. I'll tell you what, if Anisimova comes back and wins a set, friggin' crazy. Advantage Shelton, by the way. 7-minute game to start the second. Advantage Shelton. Advantage Shelton. As serve goes the back of the Shelton. Forehand from Alcaraz. Again, the back of the Shelton. As Alcaraz, forehand. Into the slice of Shelton. Again, the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton, backhand down the line. Alcaraz gets with the backhand pass across. Into the forehand of Shelton. Again to the backhand of Alcaraz, who hits it down the line. Shelton, backhand cross. Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Shelton slicing the net. Alcaraz survives. Deuce. All right, 15-all. Sabalenka serving for the match. Return goes to forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand out from Anisimova. Sabalenka backhand cross. The backhand of Anisimova. Slice Sabalenka drop shot. Anisimova gets on the stretch. Overhits it though. She was there. And she would have hit the winner because Sabalenka ran the wrong way. 30-15. $30-15. $30-15. Sabalenka. 2 points away. She's had 6 match points. Why'd everything stop working? Hello? One in the chat if we're here. Hello? Are we still here? Hello? Are we still here? Hello? 40-15. Sabalenka's got match point. We're here? All right. That makes one of us. Sabalenka's got match point. I have no idea what's happening. She has match point. Phone someone? Hello? Anybody? Hello? 40-30. 40-30. Anisimova saves another match point. 7 match points saved. I don't know. Everything's broken. My laptop's freaking the hell out. Anyways, 40-30 is Sabalenka. Serves a fault. Second serve, Sabalenka. Into the backhand of Anisimova, return the backhand of Sabalenka. That goes down the line for a winner, and finally, Sabalenka wins. She finally gets the win. 6-3 in the second. Sabalenka takes it. Anisimova put on a good fight. I mean, the first set, she fought real hard to get back into it. And Sabalenka just too strong. And Anisimova goes down, but Sabalenka, that was a fight. And she gets another win over Anisimova, who she has not been playing well against or hasn't played well against in the past. So a much needed confidence-boosting win in that rivalry for Sabalenka. All right, GG's. She gets it done. What was it, 7 match points? Madness. All right. Alcaraz, by the way, cannot win this game. Deuce, again. The hell's going on? All right, we're going to merge the streams as well. If you want to keep watching the Alcaraz versus Shelton match, and I don't know why you wouldn't because it's a mad match, jump on over here. So we've got Zhang versus Sabalenka, Svitolina Swiatek. Crazy matchups. 2 crazy good matchups. Sabalenka's going to get a chance for revenge. Advantage Shelton. But good win by Sabalenka. She gets it done in straight sets, but a close straight sets, and it took her a while to get the win in the end. She's into the quarterfinals again. Come on over and watch Shelton Alcaraz. It's fun. Come on. Do you like fun? Come on, have fun. Come on.